Okay, welcome to the VT1300 tutorial on Illustrator. Today we're going to be talking about rulers and guides. So in front of me I have an artboard ready to go, ready to start working. One of the major tools that you're going to use are the rulers and the guides. So let's find out how to use those. There's two ways to show or hide your rulers. Currently, the rulers are hidden. You can come up here to the menu under View, go to Rulers, and then Show Rulers, and then it'll show your rulers. The other way to do it is with the command, the shortcut key, which is Command R. Command R will show or hide, and if you're on a PC, that's Control R. So I have my rulers shown. I can see them. I'm going to go ahead and move my document. If you click and hold the space bar, this is also another shortcut that you're going to use a lot. Click and hold the space bar and my cursor turns into a hand and I'm able to move my artboard around. But if you'll see up here, the top left corner of my document, of my artboard, starts out at 0, 0, and by default your ruler will always start that way. So if I come over here to the other end of my artboard, you'll see that I am exactly, the end of my document is however many pixels wide by however many pixels tall. So Command 0, come back to center. Okay, so there's the rulers. Let's say we want a couple guides. Let's say we want to have a guide running down the center of our document this way and down across the center of our document horizontally. If I click and drag on the ruler, I can pull a guide down, and there's my first guide. Likewise, I can click and drag, left click, on the side ruler, and I have a vertical guide running up and down my document. But I want this guide to be exactly in the center. That looks close, but I don't know if it's exact. So if I come over here to my artboard and I click on the square right here, it'll bring up my options. This is where you could change the size of your artboard if you wanted to. But for now, I'm just checking to see exactly how wide and how tall my artboard is. If I have forgotten for some reason, I can see now that my artboard is 800 pixels wide by 300 pixels tall. So if I want this to be in the center, this guide needs to be right at 400. So I currently have my guides locked. I'm not able to grab that guide. This is another thing that you need to know as well. So we'll go ahead and go over that real quick. If I click on View, coming down here to Guides, you'll see that I have a check mark next to Lock Guides. If I hit that again, now my guides are not locked. I'm able to select them and move them around, or I'm able to select them and up here on the dialog box I can hard code exactly where I want it to be. So I want that one to be exactly at 400, and I want this one to be exactly at 200. No, 150, sorry. So now both of those guides are running directly down the center and across the center of my document. So let's say I got those two guides in place. Now I don't want them to accidentally move. I don't want to accidentally grab it when I'm grabbing something else and have it be moved. So I'll come back to my guides and I will lock them. Also, while we're talking about it from here, you can hide your guides and then show them again if you'd like. If for some reason you want to hide, if you have a whole bunch of guides running through your artboard and you want to see what your document looks like, without those guides in it, sometimes it's nice to hide those. And I believe that also has a shortcut, yes. So it's Command semicolon to show and hide those. While we're talking about it, we can also clear our guides from here, and this will delete them. Also of note, if I come over here to my layers palette and click in this layer, you'll see that I have two guides. So this is another place that I can come in here and see which guides I have. And a lot of times you're going to want to come in here and create a new layer and name it guides. I just double clicked on the name to name it, and then I can click and drag these. And I apologize if I'm going kind of fast for some of you, but the reason I go fast is because you can always pause and rewind the video. Then that way I'm not boring to tears the ones that have had some of the experience in this stuff. So now my guides are in that one layer, and that way I can also show and hide them from here. We'll go over the layers palette more in detail later, but that's a quick show of where you can see those in the layers palette. So now that I have them locked, I can't move them. Now I could, grab some rectangles if I wanted to. Let's give it, some color on the stroke and on the fill, and I can, put some rectangles up here. I could, if I wanted to, I could grab some circles too. I can use my selection tool, and now I can line these up on those guides. If I wanted to, I can put this one in the center, and this one in the center, and this one too. So it's just a way of organizing your document and lining things up. And that does it for this tutorial.